Welcome to the Boostly podcast. This is a podcast that gives hosts the tools, the tactics, the training, and most importantly, the confidence so you can go out there and get yourselves direct bookings. We have a mini series on this podcast where we dive behind the host, where we talk to successful, interesting hosts from around the world. And today we've got an amazing host, somebody I've known many years. I consider him a friend who's part of the Team Boostly community and is a great big character in there. He runs a bed and breakfast, and we're going to get his kind of journey and all of the teachings and all of the things from his long hospitality career that we can share with you as our listener today. So let me introduce our special guest, and this is Harro. He's from a business called the Hive at 52. And yeah, this is fantastic to dive in. I'm really excited about this today. So welcome along, Harro. Thanks for joining me.
Liam.
Can you give yourself an elevator pitch and describe the business as to where it is in the world and what it's like?
Yeah, the Hive 52, as you say, it's a B&B. It's only small. We've got 3 bedrooms. We're based in a village called Weaverham, which is in Cheshire in the northwest of England. We've been open 10 years this year. So at the end of the year, I think we opened in November. So it'll be 10 years. So 10 years of my life, really. Before that, I was in hospitality for 20 odd years in hotels, so it's not anything new for me. So yeah.
I detect it's not a local accent. So whereabouts are you from? What is your history before this?
I'm originally from Holland, or as it's now called the Netherlands, apparently. Came over in 1994, so there we go, another celebration. I've been in the country for 30 years. It is August.
Nice.
Came across first of all just for a year to work in London, and then decided to stay on a bit. Got a new job, other job, and I ended up in Cheshire, and I'm married to an English lady as well, so that sort of made me stay as well. And yeah, so 30 years this year. So
Nice. 2 big celebrations. So all the talking about decades in 2 different celebrations, which is amazing. You got to
yeah.
do something special this year. Is there anything special planned this year? Is this is quite a big year for you?
Not well, I haven't really thought of it really. It just sort of just comes about. Time flies really. It's quite scary in a lot of ways. So I don't really know. I probably will do something, but I haven't really thought of it.
You mentioned there was a lot of time in hospitality before you've opened the business. So talk us through that and some of the kind of lessons and things that you've learned that you took into your own business. And then if you can talk us up to why you started your own bed and breakfast.
Yeah, so when I'm in the Netherlands, I studied hotel and catering management, and I did that for 4 years. And I had to do a bit of national service as well. But luckily, I was actually chef in the army, so that helped me a little bit. And then when I came to the UK, I was a chef for about 9 months in a hotel in central London. And but I sort of knew that I couldn't make a career out of it because I didn't have the city and guilds or MVQs, whatever they call now. And so decided to go across to front of house. So started off in a 900 bedroom hotel off Oxford Street as a receptionist, and then slowly sort of climbed up there, moved around in London, and then I got a position as revenue manager in a 900 bedroom hotel on Piccadilly Circus.
Nice.
Which was obviously my first senior position, and then in an absolutely beast of a hotel as well. And so I learned a lot there quite quickly. Moved around and then got myself up to operations manager in hotels. So I did everything, so rooms and food and beverage. Then the children came along, and I didn't really want to do the long days anymore, work the weekends, work Christmas, work all the days people normally have off. And then I went back into revenue management, and that's where I ended up really, revenue and sales, for the last couple of years of my career. And then at one stage I finished a maternity cover in a hotel, and it was a period where it was quite uncertain. I don't know if it was a recession or something like that, but it was very difficult to find a position. So then I worked, just did a temporary role as an F&B manager somewhere. And then we sort of started to talk about maybe we should do something for ourselves. It was sort of in the back of my mind. My wife is in hotels as well. She's an accountant in hotels, so that's sort of where it came from. And then at the time that time when I couldn't find a position, we decided to go for it, and it took us quite a while to go through the process because we wanted to make sure that we put the planning in properly and had a good think on how we were going to do it. And then in 2014, we sort of start the building work, and then late in the year we opened. So yeah.
When people look at the Hive at 52, one thing that always stands out for me is the branding on your business is very good. They're very strong colors. How did you come up with the name? Why is it called the Hive at 52?
Again, we looked at it, and the house was initially called Roxburgh. We didn't have any sort of link. Obviously, Roxburgh is quite a Scottish name. And then we're just writing down names we could think of. And then you come up with Rose Cottage and things like that. So Bluebell Cottage. And then actually my youngest daughter, who I think she was about 9 at the time, said, well, why don't you call it the Hive? A bit like a beehive, people coming in and out, bees coming in and out. And we're like, yeah. So then we had the branding done by somebody I used to work with in one of the hotels I was in. And so we got him to do the 3 designs. And I think the designs he came up with obviously was the Hive. And we called it the Hive at 52 because of the domain name was quite generic. So that's why it came 52 with number 52 as well. The other one he had was Snoring Club and Honeycomb. So Honeycomb could be, but it wasn't very catchy. Snoring Club.
Yeah,
I
people
don't
don't
know
like
about you,
snoring.
but
Yeah.
that sounded more like a swingers club or something like that. So we decided,
Yeah.
and we thought the Hive was ideal, really, isn't it? It is a bit like a beehive, people coming in, and a lot of people now, when you look at Google, people are actually looking for the beehive as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it worked out really well, and yeah, we still love our branding, 10, 12 years after it was actually designed. So yeah.
Who comes to stay with you? What is your guest avatar?
My guest avatar is David and Mary, who are about 55 plus, 60, retired or semi-retired. They love their gardens. They love stately homes. And also what they like to do is combine visits to gardens with visits to relatives who live around here. Either sisters, brothers, grandchildren, daughters, sons. So it's a bit of a combination. A big chunk of our clientele, our guest avatar, are people visiting relatives. And it quite a lot of times is all elderly relatives or actually their grandchildren. But yeah, the age range overall is between 55 and 70, really.
What software do you use in your business or have you used over the years to help you run your business?
I started off with, well, I'm still with Free to Book. For me as a B&B, it's what I need. I don't need all singing or dancing. And it works for me. And I think it works for a lot of people. I think there's a lot of people in the group as well who are still with Free to Book. I'm sure there's better ones outside. But what I do like about Free to Book is it's relatively small and they are quite quick to react to help desk queries and things like that. Maybe sometimes they're not as quick with reacting to new things out in the world. But it's a very good product for me. It's a reasonable price, I think, and it does what I needed to do.
How can we come and find out more about your business, Harro, or come and sort of follow you? What are the socials to come and check out?
Yeah, you can find me on all the socials: LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. It's either the Hive at 52 B&B, so B and the letter NB, or just the Hive at 52. You can look at my website, thehive52.co.uk. Or, if you want to talk to me, you can WhatsApp me. The number is on the website as well. So, yeah, if you've got any questions, just ping me a message. or direct message me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn. What else? Yeah, or just give me a
Everywhere.
call.
I love it. And we will put the notes that you've mentioned, or the socials that you sent us, on the show notes as well, so people can check those out. However you're listening to this piece of media, you can check out in the show notes as well. So thank you very much, Harro. That's it from us. And
Thank you very much for the invite.
no worries. Look forward to seeing you at the next Boostly social event.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, take care. All
Take
right,
care.
take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Boostly podcast. Boostly like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.